Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are working on our full deck card challenge prompt number 2, which is orange. Okay, I have pulled some orange bits out, and then I realized I had watched Belle's video on her Junk Journal January, and she was talking about the hypnotist, and so I've been kind of giggling over her story this morning. And how similar my red card was to her day 8 on her Junk Journal January. So just really funny. So I'm like, do I do this? Am I pulling from her, or do I really want to? But really what started it, honestly, I'll tell you, is I was like, oh, this kind of has a little bit of orange in it, and I liked it with this. And so then I thought, oh, well, maybe they have gone to see, this person. Maybe they've gone to see the gypsy. And then I started second guessing myself, so I have to get over that. And it's okay if we get inspiration from another creator. I'm not copying her. So I don't know if the idea is truly my own or if I'm pulling energy from Belle this morning. I'm not sure. But if you didn't see her video about the hypnotist on her day 8 Junk Journal January, it's a really cute make. I like it a lot. Okay, so I have a bunch of orange things. I pulled some of this out of my spray paper bin. So I think I just want to start kind of doing some collage. I like this. I have to figure out my what's the word? Whether it's going to be vertical or horizontal. I was trying to mix those two words right then, and it was not coming out of my mouth. Anyway, and then I'm like, man, that brick print is kind of big, but I actually really like it. So I don't know yet. So I'm just going to kind of fuss with composition here, figure out what I want to do on my Rolodex card, and then I will, I'll just kind of set that to music. I'm not going to talk you through it. I mean, you kind of know what collage is like, right? I pulled my orange scrap, my bin of orange scraps out. I say bin, it's a sheet protector sleeve that I have them in, and then go from there. So I have a lot of variety in colors here. I want to have the postage stamp as a pull forward, and I was thinking, well, maybe if I can do a ticket and a postage stamp, that would be like a little bit of an extra challenge. Oh, and what is my pull forward piece from this make? Sheet music. That was going to be my pull forward piece from the last make. So it could either be the atlas or the sheet music. So let's just get those out because either of those things would be okay. Okay, so moving on. So in the middle of not sleeping the other night, I thought I was going to try something different for getting these cut out. So I have this tiny hole punch, and I'm thinking if I maybe get in these corners of this, I'm trying to see in the light, not stick my head in the in the way of you guys seeing. But if I stick these in this corner, then maybe my little corners won't get so torn up with the trying to cut them out. You know what I mean? So I'll do one here. We'll test the theory. Like, that's not a very clean bit, but maybe it'll be cleaner than it was last week with just how I was doing it. So let's test the theory, right? Did I cut all the way through? It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I feel like at least I'm not damaging, you know, the other bit. Like, how about glue it all the way down? That's helpful too. But anyway, I don't think, like, it's not as damaged as like he is here, I think. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's not great. I'm trying to figure it out, and I might have to, I'm gonna have to figure it out, because I was just curious the other day, and I was like, oh, how much is a Rolodex punch? You don't want to know. Like, even, I felt like even the, what did I do? Oh, I see what I did. I went down too far there with that one. So it's kind of wonky, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. I even looked, like, there's a Heidi Swap one, but I don't know if it's still being manufactured. So, like, the one that I saw was still like $20-some, and I was like, I don't know about that for a single purpose tool. Like, if I want to spend that on a on just one punch that's only going to do this. But then I have to consider too, like, with this kind of time and how tedious this is, like, what's my best deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, I am on a no spend. Oh, see, that came out much cleaner. It will get better as we do this. So yay, I think I came up, that's a viable solution. See, I don't even have to worry about the $25 punch, right? I can do this. Yes, we can. So we're gonna need some ink. Maybe I want a little bit of a darker ink today. I think I'm gonna do some scorched timber. Oh, if anybody needs daubers, I have some back in stock. So please shoot me an email and let me know that you're interested in the daubers, and I can work out the details with you via email. So I just got another batch of them turned for me, so I'm happy about that. I love these things, so yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of color on the back of this one. It's one thing on the red one. I'm like, do I do the backs of these? But I want to have the room to, you know, write what the prompts and stuff are, but I don't want to, like, embellish both sides. I just kind of feel like that's, like, a bit much. Keep getting these really weird phone calls, and I need to block them. Mark's like, did you block it? I'm like, no. But with everything we have going on, I don't want to block numbers that I don't know like I normally do, because I'm always like, well, if it's important, they'll leave a message, right? But usually from that particular area, they're like nothing. Like, I should just block them. I kind of like them. I kind of wanted to use this. Like, this was a ticket from when we went to go see, last year, we went to go see, we went to the Erie Philharmonic, and they were screening one of the Star Wars movies, The Empire Strikes Back. It was the second movie, but while the movie was streaming, they had the live orchestra actually playing the score from the music. Oh my gosh, it was so fantastic. It was absolutely amazing to experience that. I mean, the score of music in the Star Wars movies is so fantastic anyway, but it was just a really, really wonderful experience. I really enjoyed it a lot. But that's what that parking ticket is from. We took my son and his person that he was seeing at the time, and yeah, it was fun. I mean, I say person he was seeing at the time. We much like this person that he's seeing right now. Much, much, much better. So that's always a good thing, right? Oh, she looks like she's like, what are you looking at? Why are you looking at me? Don't talk to me. Okay, I thought maybe I would find like an actual like little person. Oh, he's the attendant at the theater. Why? What is my thing with the theater? Would there have been parking? Sure there would be. He looks like he's modern enough that there would be a car, right? And he's like, right this way. Oh, yeah. And she's like, hello, sir. Could you show me to my seat? I don't know if this is all going to fit, actually, but we had the theater in the last one, too, so I'm not really sure. I'm not going to be continuing theater in this, but I did like her, and I kind of like that. So see my dilemma? So back to some decision making. I love this orange 65. I don't know. Lock your vehicle. Would they have been locking their vehicle back then? Maybe I won't use that. Maybe I use this. Back to not knowing. Indecision. So you will see I had cut out some leaves and stuff. This is the Sizzix 661206 by Tim. It's the Garden Greens. So I just wanted to add a little bit more interest. I'm still kind of floundering with this card. I don't really know if I want to use them or use her. So I was thinking if I can maybe do like a little garden here, and I wanted some different oranges. So she's facing this way, right? So I don't want to get into my little Rolodex thingy there, obviously, right? Because that would be counterproductive. But that one's, I missed the end of that one. Here, I'll go like this. With a variety of the oranges in here, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And again, these can stick off the top, but they're kind of like a variety of weights of paper, so I don't know that I want to stick it out too much. And then she could potentially go there, but then here I am again. I'm contemplating the orientation of this because I really want to be able to enjoy the greens. And I don't know, maybe she has bought a ticket to go visit a botanical garden, and you know, she kind of lives on her own. She's kind of doing her own thing. And she says, I'm going to treat myself and I am going to go out and see the lovely flowers today. And so she could go on there, maybe. She's kind of harsh being black and white on there. So like maybe they could go, but I don't think I like that as well. Although they're all in love and going to see the pretty things, maybe. Okay. Or maybe we just have this cute little gal going. And then what did I do with my ticket? And where's my music? Some music, and then this little strip here. That's bringing that over as well. It doesn't have to be brought over. I just kind of like bringing both of those things over maybe. And then I do have the ticket. We have the postage stamp. So maybe she had to mail off for her tickets, or maybe she is visiting Oh, where is she visiting? Maybe she's in a foreign country. Maybe she is, I don't know. I don't like that one. Maybe she's in the Netherlands. You know? And then maybe she has her little ticket. Oops. And she's going to, I don't know. It's like kind of there. I'm still working on it. I'm having to have a chat with myself about getting out of my own head. And I think that we all do this. We're all guilty of this. And so I think it's an opportunity to talk about it. I think we need to show ourselves some grace. Like, I'm doing this challenge because I want to have a little bit of fun. I don't want it to be super serious or anything that's stressful, because we all know, good Lord, I have enough stress in my life right now, right? So Jody needs to just take a big chill pill and just have some fun with this prompt. It's not supposed to be stressful, okay? So when you're doing something like this little cluster, I absolutely love this little cluster. I'm struggling with the rest of the composition. I mean, could I just do some flowers with the bird and some threads on there? I mean, probably, but I need to carry forward my things from last week. And see, that little birdie's too big. And I really was thinking he would be my little bit on there. So I think maybe my next thing is I'm going to go find a button, or is there a small butterfly that we can put on here? That is not my butterfly book. However, my tweezers are in there. I keep losing those today. So let's just see what we have as far as a little something. And I'm thinking I need a different pop of color. I am not a huge fan of orange, so that actually is a challenge in and of itself with this challenge. It is just not a color that I lean toward, actually. No, I like that on there. That's a little bit more muted. It has a little bit of other tones to it. I thought about maybe a pop of green or something on here, but I don't know. Where's my color wheel? Where did I put it? I have a color wheel here somewhere. I'm not sure. I probably need it for this to be aesthetically pleasing and be, oh no, there's a neutral. I could just do a neutral. I actually really like that one. It's got enough of a different tone to it that I think it's fine. So we're gonna use this butterfly. And I'm not a big fan of these with all this white space around them. So I come in and I try to ink that up, oops, without wrecking his little antenna. Okay. So I'm gonna add the butterfly on there. Yeah, I like that. So let's just go ahead and add it and stop fussing. I have to go start lunch. Cannot have a hungry husband today, for sure. Okay, so that's on there. We still need, okay, so my postage stamp or my ticket, I have both options as far as pulling something forward, and I really did want to use both. Like, oh, well, I could just do that. Oh, I was going to put threads on him. Oops. I kind of like that. I cut my number off this ticket because I was going to use it in a different way. Now that's not so bad. That's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Okay, well, phew, I'm glad this card's over. It's drying. I sent a picture and I was like, what do I need? And my friend says gold splatter. So I gold splattered. The craft paper sucked up the black ink. I was like, no. So I got this cheddar paint, which has got a really orangey tone to it. It looks like Blue Box macaroni and cheese color. And so I did it instead of gesso on there. And anyway, it's kind of a hot mess, but that's okay. You know, it's one of those cards that we learn from, okay? So I have here, my carryover is on this particular, my carryover bit is music, okay? So I used music on the first card, music on my second card. My continuous piece, I guess is what we're going to call that, the piece that has to be used in all of the cards. I have a ticket, and a postage stamp. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with tickets, stick with postage stamps, or really try to incorporate both, because that's an added layer of challenge as well. This being orange in and of itself was a big challenge for me, because I really don't work with orange. Even at Halloween, I do not reach for orange. I'll reach for black or purple, but I really don't work with orange that much. So anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it. And, you know, with every project that we do, there's always something to be learned. And I'm just going to solidify that I don't really like to work with orange that much. I mean, I love all the colors in the rainbow. Don't get me wrong, but orange is just not a color that I reach for typically. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are doing something or making something that makes you happy, that brings you joy. I hope that you are enjoying this series. I am going to set these to air on Mondays. So Shana releases the prompts on Thursdays. I'm going to try to film so that I can have these videos scheduled for you for Mondays. And then, you know, the ABC challenge is following on every other Wednesday. So I feel like that's a good balance. And I don't want to bombard you with just doing challenges and just doing the small makes. But in all fairness and reality, I'm enjoying the small makes. Like, this is about as much challenge as my little pea brain can handle right now. And I say that with all love for myself, and understanding that I'm having some severe limitations right now with my creativity. I am trying to work on a project. I do have an idea for a design team project for my Tracy design team, and I am excited about it. It's just taking me a lot longer to put together what I'm trying to put together in order to start creating. I know that's very cryptic and very unclear, but as it gets... it will become much clearer once I can explain what it is. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Remember, please, to like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Bye.